Of course.
Man better start shooting.
Good soldiers follow orders.
We are live, guys. I'm Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds.
Revenue GS.
Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
Welcome back to the Cyber Nerds Sith Temple channel. And today we've got the Bad Batch episode 3 replacements review. Now, if you want to replace an empty subscriber spot, press the button and subscribe to the channel. Then make sure you're hitting the thumbs up and share the video with all the other Star Wars nerds, geeks, and people out there. You, man, what did you think of episode 3? Replacements?
Actually, before starting that, shout out to the first 1,000 subscribers to the channel. Congratulate you, man. I appreciate the support. Appreciate you being here. This episode, pretty sick. A lot of gems. A lot of pepper. Like, very subtle. I like it. One of the things that I kind of picked up with Tech, he has like the traits of K2SO from Rogue One.
K2, okay.
Like the robot, like, because he's very like
Robotic.
yes, like very dismissive of like what a human person would take in consideration.
Technical, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's very like don't worry about that. That's not like critical. Let's focus on this. Like, he's very like anal like that, which is very interesting seeing that in a clone. Like, I don't think, because usually, like, yes, you're a clone, but like you're human. So that was pretty interesting seeing him just moving like that, and how everybody else reacts to his dismissive ways, like to something they react to. Like, that was mad. Everything else, nah, man. Like, it's just I want to know who that group is, innit?
See, for me, I don't feel like they're gonna be anyone special. I just feel like they are the first introduction to the Death Trooper, like garrison brigade. Like, I feel like this. Like, I feel like they've been like before. I feel like what they're peppering now is this is clones. Bad Batch went on to train. Like, the Death Troopers are pretty much descendants of the Bad Batch. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I feel like they've tried to pepper in here. Like, obviously, Tarkin is out here. He's working on the Death Star that they haven't really plugged in too deep, but we just know that from Star Wars knowledge. And he's got his boy, I can't remember his name, but he's also trying to, like, everyone right now is trying to push their own agenda to climb higher up the ranks. And his one is, clone troopers are obsolete. We want to bring in new soldiers, and loyalty is more important than, let's say, born obedience. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's the narrative he's trying to push. So I feel like this is them just plugging. This is how the Death Trooper program was like started, innit? So
yeah, but like, all right, that's cool. But one thing that's really like, see, there's one girl who didn't say anything. Like, everybody else either said something or had a facial expression when something was said. She was just like poker face.
See that
Crack, bro. It's a crack.
that squad there, I think, are gonna get finished before the end of the season. Like, I feel like they're gonna add a couple more because the Bad Batch have got to fight someone, and they're already setting the scenes, planting the seeds here that Crosshair ain't dying.
Oh, I was gonna say Crosshair might even come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not dying. Like, they're now on a capture and rescue mission for Crosshair. So the villains could just be the Death Troopers. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where that is kind of going. So I feel like they're gonna get finished, but it's still gonna be like such a good program. They're like, all right, we're gonna continue this, and we know how that goes. You get what I'm saying? So
I want to see where Tech is going with that little thing he was fixing for the chips.
The scanner for the chips.
See, just a little like 2 second thing. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to fix this. This is important. Boom. Like, you don't hear nothing about it again until later, bruv. Like, these lot, like, just, you lot think you're slick, fam. You lot just coming over here, just dropping the gems, bruv. You ain't slick.
And that's why, like, I think they've peppered this whole episode about the whole inhibitor chip, yeah, because obviously they're saying Crosshair, they're still doing tests on him. He's the most obedient one that he's going to lead his crew. But I still feel like he will eventually go back to the Bad Batch. I don't know what would lead him to do that, but I still feel like we'll come back to that. Even them saying on the ship that he had his kit still there, just still feel some type of way. Like, if they met man again,
when he went inside, he felt some type of way.
Yeah, so even then they still feel a bit some type of way about him. So I don't feel like if they were to cross, like, paths, even Wrecker said it. Oh yeah,
I miss man.
And but he shot me, but
they're trying to draw that out of us.
Yeah.
They're like, oh guys, he's part of the team.
But he's not. And then even then when Wrecker hits his head, I'm like, now what's gonna go on with his inhibitor chip?
Yeah.
And since Tech is like making something to see if he can like look inside and scan their brains. If Wrecker was to turn, that means there's now a plan for Crosshair to come back.
I don't think Crosshair will ever come back. I think...
No, willingly anyway.
No. He's
what? Right off.
He's just never coming back. Because here's the thing. Here's what I'm reading from this year. Wrecker's like, I'm just going to say it because no one wants to say it. I miss my man. Do you know what I mean? Then, you also see Crosshair when he goes in the room. He's looking at the tally up that Wrecker always puts up whenever they complete a mission. Just sits there, like, just looking around. Now with Wrecker's head playing up, what Tech is fixing, they're going to be able to save him.
Exactly.
No, he's talking about saving Wrecker.
Saving Wrecker.
Yeah.
But Crosshair still crossed the line.
Listen,
until the Empire is like, you're obsolete, you're going as well.
Okay, and now I'm coming in between where both of you man are. Because I feel like Crosshair has done things that means he can't come back to the Bad Batch, hence killing civilians, blah, 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 blah. But it will save Wrecker.
He didn't kill any civilians.
Well, he killed the soldier.
He killed the
soldier. But I feel like he's done enough to not go back to them, but to still escape the season.
Okay.
Like, he could just be out there, Crosshair on his own, Bad Batch over here. Like, he is a bad guy. He is one of us. We don't want to finish him. But that's what I was talking about, the shift being towards the Death Troopers. Like, episode 3, it's pretty early to be introducing them. So we're going to have time to develop them, man. And then they're going to put up the fight against the Bad Batch. And Crosshair's going to be out of it.
It's funny Sam just said, he didn't give the order. Yeah? But if you go back to Force Awakens, when Kylo
gave the order,
finished them off, walks off, Finn doesn't shoot though.
They didn't show who shot and who didn't.
I'm just saying.
So I'm just saying, like, there is. Do you know what I mean? But bro, I don't know, bro. I just think that they're doing this whole mentioning man. Obviously, what's his name? Red Man. Oh shit, I forget his name. Hunter is like, like I feel bad because we never leave someone behind. Bro, they're planting those seeds.
Exactly.
So we're like, because we easily forgot about my man until they brought it back. And now you're dwelling those feelings like, yeah, man, he's one of us.
I like Crosshair anyway.
Yeah,
bro. I like Crosshair.
Bro, you see what they're doing? I like
Crosshair before I said it.
No, I know you said that. I'm just saying, like, it pulled you back in. Yeah? When you was out, it pulled you back in. And then a couple of episodes from now, heart's gonna be broken, fam. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get that episode where it's just gonna be like, you was my brother. Like, bro.
That is sick. But the thing with the weapons on the ship was, I was more so thinking that when she pulled out the box, those weapons, she's going to inherit those weapons. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, because obviously later on in the episode, she steals Hunter's gun. Now, the only way we can get her some weapons is, you're part of they already said you're part of the team. His weapons are here. Do you know what I'm saying? And then she kind of inherits that role. And I'm just going to guess that she's probably got each of all of these man's abilities.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? She just has to tap into them, because it was like, she did the tracking thing on the low. She sussed out what the animal whole thing was on her own with the whole. I don't want to say that was tech like.
I would say that was tech.
You know what I'm saying? She was dealing with tech.
That's what the animal was drawn into, the electricity.
So she figured that out. So I feel like we've just not seen her in hand-to-hand combat to see if she's got a little bit of strength in her somewhere.
Ah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
But she's got the aggressiveness though.
yeah.
I
The
mean-
mindset and all of that.
Mm.
She's
So
got
I
the
guess
brain
we
for it.
already got that on the previous episode
Yeah.
at the canteen.
Mm.
Get me? So that's really interesting.
Oh,
but
Crosshair's gone, bruv.
Bruv.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone.
I don't think he's gonna die. But
Yeah,
I don't
not
think them
saying
man are killing
dying.
him. But he's
I
bro.
don't know
He's
if
not coming back to
die,
the gang.
but he's not coming back to the
You
gang.
keep saying it, a good soldier follows orders, yeah. These men are gonna be like,
I can't, bro.
no. And he's like, alright, cool. If I ain't following your orders, I'm following someone else's. If it ain't his, then it's the bad batches.
Nah,
I'm
the
just
chip,
saying.
bro.
Nah,
The chip, bro.
The chip is
They're trying to
shit,
X, man. And even that's why I like to, I thought it was gonna come up in this episode when they're in the room with the
Cameron Owens.
Yeah, and I thought they were trying to set him up because obviously he's the only one that heard about the plans.
Mm.
So if you trying to made, I don't know, some kind of
1000% they will.
treason thing going on there.
1000%.
Trying
He
to
just
set
said,
man up.
yo, our whole existence depends on this.
Mm.
Like, when was there any other time we've heard of Kaminoans, bruv? Never. This is all we've known them to do.
Mm.
Clones. Like, look,
So we wanted him in the room.
like, even their planet, bro. I think that's pretty much
Gone.
it. That whole facility. I've never seen anything else because everything else, I guess, is water.
Mm.
So, bruv, we're not producing something. Hey, we're out of business over here.
The Cameron Owens thing is deep,
Bro.
bro. Because even them saying that Django Fett's DNA samples
Oh.
degrading, yeah,
Mm.
and like they need parts of better specimens. Well, I'm presuming they're talking about the Bad Batch as they was looking at their empty table.
Exactly.
But at the same time, this is definitely gonna lead to right. We need to start testing on Force users and this and like, bro. After this whole clone thing goes, I just believe the Cameron Owens are like, we need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like we was with a dirty bounty hunter.
Mm.
Let's go to the top of the food chain. Do you get what I'm saying, fam?
Yeah, and I think, and then this is where I think Palpatine comes in.
Bro,
think this
Palpatine
is-
has been part of this, bro.
Yeah, but this is where like it becomes more of like, because Palpatine has middlemen
Mm.
in between them. I think it would just cross over and just like directly do his own thing. Do you know what I mean? Like on the side with these men. That's the only thing I can read from now, bro. But bro, it's peak, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if that whole thing was already in motion, or this series on the low shows us that first conversation where, do you know what I'm saying, Palpatine shows up
I
and,
would love to see that.
and decommissions the clone thing,
Oh.
but then has a
Yeah.
secret
Nice.
meeting and says,
Yeah, it keeps
But-
the department open.
but let's talk about something else for the
Yeah,
future.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
You got to think about it. From at a certain point, Palpatine puts emotion after he dies. So this could be part of that.
Yeah, but yeah, 100%, bro. Like this it gives the perfect opportunity to lead into stuff like dealing with the whole Snoke thing, dealing with all of that, bruv. So, and even though it's 60 years ahead, like it's good to see
That's
what they was
Palpatine-
doing
Mm.
even before then. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I agree, but I would hate the idea to do, because I don't know. I just watched that movie the other day,
what?
the episode 9.
Mm.
Like
You ain't gotta explain that.
Out of you don't have to explain. Out of all 3, obviously episode 9 is the best for me, but it's just such a mess that I don't want anything to
Nah,
do with like.
Do you know why I'm gonna disagree?
Nah, bro,
Yeah,
like-
because do you remember what Clone Wars did for the prequels?
Oof.
And this is why, like,
Yeah,
Filoni and you, man,
That's what they pepper it up.
yeah, do
but-
your thing, bruv. Like, and it's like, we're still so far removed, bruv. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is still far
Yeah,
away.
But the thing is with this trilogy and the other trilogies that they weren't trying to like do crazy stuff. They weren't trying to like move. They weren't moving mad. They was just doing their own thing. They were trying new stuff. This trilogy is a whole different mess, bruv. Yes, they've made mistakes. They were trying new things, CGI, all of that stuff. But bruv, like all this over here, this is
It's different.
it's-
It's not. I'm with you, but I'm saying like, because of where the time
So-
frame Bad Batch is,
so
which is still back here.
So now Finoli's got to
no.
clean up the mess.
That's not what I'm saying. He's
or
not.
make it at least better. Like
He's not cleaning up that mess or dealing with that at all, because the series ain't at that time frame. But the series is so far, like, he can just do threads of morphology that weave in to something later on, fam.
He's already making it bad, bro. Mythology, all of that.
That's what he does. Like, that's what Filoni does, bro. Like, anything we've seen from Filoni is always improving the stuff we've already got. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like he's out here writing his original story and then that's what we're watching as the main canon. Like, and this is why he should be. That's hey, look, if I could give you the job Filoni, I would, but I can't. So you get me. So I'll just let them know that the morphology levels that you lay are, do you know what I'm saying? They're different, fam. They're different. Get me? Not every man can do something like that. Get me? But ladies and gentlemen, do you know what part of morphology you could be part of? The TCN Sith Temple channel morphology by subscribing, liking, and leaving a comment down below. Let us know what you're thinking about Bad Batch, where it's going to go, where it's not going to go, and all of them things there. Other than that, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
Revenue GS.
So I'm Mr. Blitztech.
And we'll see you right back here next week for another Bad Batch review.